Good morning. Welcome, beloved community, on this beautiful summer day. We're all sweating a little bit for it. My name is Cassie Winters, and I will be your worship associate this morning. As the days lengthen and the vibrant energy of summer embraces us, we gather with hearts full of gratitude for a congregational year full of growth, rich with connection and shared purpose. Today, we don't just mark the turning of a season, we celebrate the incredible tapestry woven by each of you, the volunteers, the leaders, the professional staff, whose dedication illuminates every corner of our shared life. Think back when you first discovered this community, perhaps drawn by a particular group, a welcoming face, or simply a deep yearning for connection. Many of us arrived as participants, much like children entering a new school or joining a sports team. We delight in the offerings, the insightful sermons, the engaging religious education classes, the heartfelt music, the stimulating social justice initiative, the warm conversations over coffee. We benefit from the tireless efforts of others, much like children benefiting from the loving work and the thoughtful planning of dedicated teachers, encouraging coaches, and loving parents. This initial phase is vital. It is how we learn, how we receive, how we begin to feel at home here. It is where the seeds of belonging are first sown. And what a garden we have cultivated this year. From the thoughtful discussions in our small groups to the inspiring moments of collective action, from the quiet acts of caring that bind us to the joyful noise of children playing. Every accomplishment, every moment of shared beauty is a testament to the time, effort, skill, passion, creativity, caring, and love poured into this community. Consider the communities that met, the events that were planned, the voices that sang, the hands that served. Each of these contributions, whether grand or small, has enriched our collective experience, making this place where we not only feel accepted, but truly cherished. We stand here today proud of what we've built together, a beloved community that truly feels like home. I'm going to insert this little part right here because I'd like to give a shout out to probably some volunteers that are not going to get called on today. Our beloved children. They voluntarily bring us laughter, pride, and hope. Who can forget Emerson jumping up and telling us who he was named after? Alex scampering across the chancel to see his mom. Calvin helping to pick up donations. Zia with her wit and curiosity during story time, Sophia and Delaney returning to RE to lend a helping hand with the children following the path that they've already taken, Quinn with his unbeatable chess and can stacking skills, and who could be prouder of Kieran, Ian, Harrison, Ellie, Sebastian, and Teddy for being with us at our Pride March. Just a shout out. They are part of our community. All right, so back to what I was saying. But as with any healthy family or thriving garden, there comes a natural evolution. The joy of receiving blossoms into the desire to give. That initial delight in participation matures into a deep understanding that the vibrant light of this community is sustained not by magic, but by all of us. The work, the planning, the nurturing, at some point, these responsibilities gracefully, joyfully should begin to fall on our shoulders too. And it's not about obligation, but about a deeper form of belonging, an active ownership of the place that nourishes our soul. Imagine easing the load of those who have tirelessly carried it, allowing them to rest, to rejuvenate, and perhaps to dream up new possibilities. Imagine bringing your own unique special interests your hidden talents, your quirky ideas, your quiet passions into the mix, sparking new activities and igniting fresh connections. Perhaps you're a master baker, a history buff, a journalist, a coding wizard, a yoga instructor, an event planner, or someone who simply likes to organize. We've got stuff that needs organizing. This community is a canvas waiting for your brushstrokes, a song waiting for your harmony. So as we reflect on a year of accomplishments, let's look forward with a renewed spirit. Let this be an invitation, a gentle nudge, and a joyful challenge to participate more, to lead more, to volunteer more. For in giving of ourselves, we not only strengthen our beloved community, we deepen our own sense of purpose and connection. We discover that the love that we feel for this place is multiplied as we become active architects of its future. May we all find that deep, abiding love for community, a love that makes us so proud to be a part of it and truly at home with it. Come, let us worship together.
Welcome, beloveds, and good morning. Thank you, Cassie, for that powerful call to worship. This morning's service, a community of gratitude. Now, today, the sermon that I've written will also be my annual report reflecting upon the congregational year that's coming to a close, and as Cassie has shared, offering gratitude, respect, and praise for all of the many and vital ministries, programs, and people of our beloved community. I'm hoping that offering my report during the service may save some time in the annual meeting, because I know you like those to go on for quite some time, so that might save us, 20 minutes. So all members are encouraged to attend, and from the looks of it, it looks like if you all show up, we're going to have a quorum, so we'll have some business to do. Our special summer worship services are going to begin next week. I'm the Reverend Jeremiah Lalshabaz Callanday, and I'm joined on the chancel this morning by many of our other beloveds. Worship Associate Cassie Winters, Director of Multi-Generational Religious Education, Jessica Tenave Place, Director of Music, Sonder Choi, and accompanist Ryan Humphrey. We have two special guests with us as well this morning. Please warmly welcome Elisa and Sherwin, Sonder's parents, who are here visiting from the Philippines. And of course, be sure to brag on Sonder to them after the service.
Jeremiah, Ryan's mom's also here.
Oh, your mom's here. Oh, what's your mom's name? And welcome, Jan. We're going to brag on Ryan, too. The Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Santa Monica is a contemporary congregation with roots deep in the centuries-old traditions of Unitarian Universalism. Love is at the center of our faith, and we're called to put it into action in our lives through our spiritual values. Interdependence, we honor the interdependent web of all existence, and with reverence for it and with humility, we acknowledge our place in it. Pluralism, we celebrate that we're all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. Justice, we work to be a diverse, multicultural, beloved community where all thrive. Transformation, we adapt to a changing world. Openness to change is fundamental to our Unitarian and Universalist heritages, never complete and never perfect. Generosity, we cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. Our generosity connects us to one another in relationships of interdependence and mutuality and equity. We declare that every person is inherently worthy. That includes you, and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. this is your first time joining us or you're still new to our community, we hope you'll stick around for our coffee hour and perhaps join our membership team at the visitors table outside in the courtyard. And sign up for our weekly Thursday announcements, which are a great way to know about what's going on in the community. Now, as we begin, we'd like to acknowledge that we gather upon the sacred lands near the life-giving waters and beneath the beautiful sky of indigenous people. This is the traditional home of the Tongva, the Gabrielino, the Keys, the Ventureno, the Fernandino, the Tatvaviam, and the Chumash tribes. We take a moment to remember the painful histories of these lands as we continue our commitments to justice and sovereignty for all indigenous people. I light our flaming chalice this morning with Many Hopes in Our Hearts by Rebecca Savage. We come to spiritual community this morning with many hopes in our hearts. The hope for inspiration, the hope for comfort, the hope for renewal. In this time and space, may inspiration water our thirsty souls. In this time and space, may comfort blossom in the gardens of our hearts and bring us sweet relief. In this time and space, may renewal course through us, as electric as a surge of energy, as serene as a nourishing meal, as contagious as joy, and bring us vitality and rejuvenation. May our time together honor all the hopes we hold within. May our time together bless us with these gifts of inspiration, comfort, and renewal. Now let us rise in body or spirit and sing our opening hymn, number 347, in the gray hymnal, Gather the Spirit, and then remain standing for our covenant and hymn of praise.
Gather the Spirit, harvest and power, our separate fires will kindle one flame. Witness the mystery of this hour, our trials in this light appear all the same. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy now and then. Gather in hope, compassion and strength. Gather to celebrate once again. Gather the spirit of heart and mind, seeds for the sowing are laid in store, nurtured in love and conscience refined, with body and spirit united once more. Gather in peace, gather in thanks, gather in sympathy
Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humankind in fellowship, thus do we covenant with each other. El amor es la enseñanza de esta iglesia. Buscar la verdad es su sacramento y el servicio es la oración. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar el conocimiento en la libertad, servir a la humanidad en comunión. Así es como convenimos unos a otros.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Tenhave Place, and I'm the Director of Multi-Generational Religious Education here. And right now is when I invite our young friends to grab a bag and help collect our donations for the Westside Food Bank. So if you have a food donation today, please raise your hand, and one of our young helpers will come get your donation. Thank you so much, friends. So I see here that Theo has some beans. I see some pasta out there. These are all good kinds of items to bring for the Westside Food Bank, which is always in need to help support people in our community dealing with hunger. And so we thank you so much for those donations. All right, I see a couple more up here. There's one way in the back there. Oh, Zia's got them. Thanks, Zia. Oh, we got some more pasta over there. Sebastian, you want to go grab that? Good job. He's coming for you. As Cassie said, our kids are as much a part of our community as any of our adults, and they are part of the service that we do within our church and outside in our community. So we're so thankful to them and everything they teach us. Okay, so if we can get the rest of our food donations up or around our basket here, we can come join down on the steps for our time for all ages. So once you're all done there, let's meet together on the steps. Thank you, everyone.
Great job, everybody. And I'm so glad we have so many friends here with us today because we're talking about something important. We're talking about gratitude, being thankful. So what I want to ask everyone is if anyone who wants to share, if we can think of one thing, or it can be a person, a thing or a person, that you are thankful for. Do you have one, Zia?
I'm grateful for Jessica getting chapter books.
Thank you, Zia. Zia is a big reader, and so we've added to more of our chapter books selection, which, by the way, we're always taking book donations if anyone has any books they're not reading anymore. Yeah, you can bring us some too. Great. Anyone else? Things? Thank you for saying that, Zia. But things we're thankful for. Mari or Cora, what are you thankful for? If you need to think, that's okay too. Are you thankful for your sister? That's so sweet. They're thankful for each other. I love to see that. How about you, Calvin? What are you thankful for?
I am, wait, hold on, Kevin. I'm thankful for my grandma came and my dad too. Because
Ocean, do you have anything to share? He's deep in thought. He's very zen. Sebastian, do you have anything that you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for that I have a brother and sister.
Oh, that's wonderful. How about you, Theo? Want to share anything? That's okay. You're always allowed to pass in our class. How would Otto or Lumi, is there anything you're thankful for you'd like to share? Do you want to talk, Lumi? Going to the beach. Yeah, that's great. Holly, would you like to share something you're thankful for?
Go to the river.
Oh, yeah, going to the river. We all love to swim. That's great. Oh, the lazy river. Yes. Yeah, that would be really fun. Do you have anything, Leo?
Food.
Food, absolutely. Food is an important thing to be thankful for. Eloise, do you have anything you'd like to share you're thankful for?
I'll for the lesson.
Sebastian? Oh, your brother Sebastian. That's so nice. Thank you, everyone, for sharing what you're thankful for. We all have so much to be thankful for, and I think the practice of gratitude right now, it's really important because I know that my head, it can get filled with all the things in life that are bad or scary or that make me sad. And when I stop and take a breath and think about some things I have to be thankful for, like the sun is shining, or seeing all my friends at church, or just even thinking about my favorite song, these things that we can be thankful for, they help us get through the hard things. And so one thing I want to make sure that we express our gratitude for today is all the amazing people who help make our children and youth RE programs possible, because it is so many. And I wanted to, if you don't mind, either standing or raising your hand if I say something that you've been involved with in the past year. Anyone on our Children and Youth RE committee present with us today? You can raise your hand. I see Shauna back there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Folks doing this behind the scenes planning kind of work, as well as doubling up on volunteering for other things. Anyone who's been a Sunday morning RE teacher or helper? Anyone who's done that this year? Yeah, there's definitely Miss Cynthia over there. Thank you. And anyone who's helped with volunteer for programs that aren't on Sunday, like folks who helped with the climate justice revival or our monthly game night. We have, I'll say hello to my friends watching on camera, because there are certainly people who are not present with us today who do so much to make our programs happen. Anyone who's been involved with leading or participating in one of our multi-generational services. This includes worship associates, parents, musicians. Lots of people get together to help for that. Folks who donate things like books, arts and craft supplies, musical instruments. If anyone wants to, thank you so much for that. These are all things that keep our programs going. And just if there's any other way, I mean, anyone simply who is here and who is both emotionally supporting and in any way financially supporting what our community does, you make these things happen. We're all together, right? That's something we learn about all the time, is our interdependence. How I certainly can't do things just by myself, and none of us can do things all by ourselves. We rely on the generosity of everyone in our community. So can we all say, can all my friends up here, can we turn to the crowd and say thank you? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. All right, friends, let's head to RE as we sing Go Now in Peace.
Let's sing our youth off. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you as you go on your way. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you as you go
as you go on your way.
Oh, that was fun. Did you see all the kids here? So I have a few announcements for you, but as Jeremiah said, please sign up for our Thursday email newsletter because it'll give you an idea of everything that's happening. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones. We don't want to hear your Darth Vader mom calling. Not Sandra and Ryan's moms. Our church is honored to welcome visitors. Please find out more about our faith at the in-person First Sunday visitor meetup after the first Sunday service of each month. The next one is July 6th, upstairs in Forbes Hall, Room 3. Bring your questions and find out more about us. If you have, especially during the summertime, if you have a joy or sorrow that you'd like to share, please email joysandsorrows@uusm.org. Just because we want to make sure everybody gets heard. Or you could call the church office. We're delighted to welcome a variety of voices to our pulpit in July and August. You should really check out the newsletter because I'm sure there's some speakers that you've heard before that you want to hear again, and you want to make sure you don't miss them. So apparently there's a group of people that have started a game night on the first Tuesday of each month, and it sounds like they're having a blast. The next game is coming this Tuesday, July 1st at 5:30 in Forbes Hall, right back here. Bring a new friend, bring some snacks and some drinks. Oh yeah, that always makes games more fun. And feel free to bring your own games or not. They'll probably have some. The children of UUSM will be hosting the art wall in summertime, and their artwork is going to be up there for all of us to see their creativity and their individual perspectives. Our 97th annual UUSM congregational meeting will be held today at 12 p.m. Please join us to elect leadership, vote on the budget, and on the proposed mission and vision statement. Whatever you do, get out there. Challenge yourself to be included. At least do one thing outside of Sunday worship. All right, now is, I know some of you's favorite part. Don't forget to listen to Ryan at the end when he calls you back from visiting each other. Take a moment to greet your neighbors. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be back after 2 weeks out of town. So I programmed, I'm Sonder, I'm the director of music here at UUSM. Thank you. I programmed this song, North, for today by Ryan O'Neill as a special dedication to this place, to this community, as we reflect on our past church year and chart our path towards the future in this annual meeting. Yes. Where were you the past couple weeks? I was in DC and Peru, but yes. Wait, I had this speech. What did I do in DC? So I had a new piece performed at the Kennedy Center in DC by Choral Arts. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Back to the music of the morning. Okay, so I programmed this song North because I thought it would be perfect at this time in our church year as we reflect on what we have done in the past year and chart our future and plan our future with a heart full of gratitude for this community and for this space that we call home. I dedicate this to our community, but also to the many immigrants, including myself, in our community that have formed roots in this country. So this is North.
We will call this place our home, the dirt in which our roots may grow. Though the storms will push and pull, we will call this place our home. We'll tell our stories on these walls, every year measure how tall, and just like a work of art, we'll tell our stories on these walls. Let the years we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, settle our bones like wood over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. A little broken, little new. We are the impact and the glue, capable of more than we know, to call this fixer upper home. Every year our colors fade, slowly our paint chips away, but we will find the strength and the nerve it takes to repaint and repaint and repaint find every day. Let the years we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, open wide. Settle our bones like wood over time, over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Let the years we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, open wide. Settle our bones like wood over time, over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Smaller than dust on this map lies the greatest thing we have, the dirt in which our roots may grow, and the right to call it home.
I want to be reborn in my next life with a voice like that. Thank you, Sonder. We open our spirits to our time for spiritual deepening through the ancient exercises of centering and prayer and silent meditation. Breathing together mindfully, we begin to shift from the many disparate energies of the week into a space of collecting ourselves. We allow each breath to move us from our fragmentation into our greater wholeness. Each breath drawing us further into our deepest selves, toward the ground of all of being. Each breath expands our heart space, making us more capable of giving and receiving love, of receiving and offering forgiveness. Breathing and dwelling in this moment, we embrace radical self-acceptance and holy love. Breathing and dwelling in this moment. Breathing and dwelling. Breathing and dwelling. Our mindfulness prayer this morning is We Lay Down Our Burdens by Kate Steinberg. Please join me in the spirit of prayer and meditation. We arrive in this space where all we have to do is breathe. We don't have to impress or convince or win over. We don't have to know the words. It's okay we didn't read the book or pass that class or carry that title or meet that mark. We don't have to be anything but who we are. Here we rest in essence together. And to move into this communal rest, we lay down our burdens, our longing, our craving, our unmet need, our error, our regret, our sudden disappointment, our anxiety, our shame, our sheer exhaustion, our bewilderment, our bafflement, our terror. All of this we lay down together today. And as we do this, may we be filled instead with presence. May we feel held in the comfort of our community. May we discover new compassion for ourselves and others. May we meet this moment with gentleness, ease, and gratitude for the air we breathe together, for these questions we ask together, for the justice we seek together, for the songs we sing together. Amen. Let us meditate in the silence, cultivating our mindful presence for a few brief minutes. Amen, amen. Now you see, if you don't silence your cell phone when Cassie requests it, the Holy Spirit's going to wait until the quietest moment, one after another. They're going to go off. I'm just joking. I always forget to turn mine off, too. You are my inspiration. The creativity, vitality, commitment, and love of our beloved community opens possibilities, brings healing, deepens justice, and exalts awe, wonder, and joy. It's a great privilege to serve with you as one of the ministers in the long lineage of the ministry of this historic congregation. Together we cherish its noble history, we embrace the radiant present, and we move toward that dawning future. I'm continually inspired by the ways this congregation has healed and grown and transformed itself, serving the needs of its members and friends and the wider community, though sometimes imperfectly, while holding grace and forgiveness and gratitude at the heart of it all. We're a ship that's crossed seas that are sometimes calm, and we've ventured beneath foreboding skies, and still we manage to sail onward towards that ever-receding horizon on this journey of life together. What a blessing it is to have such companions, kindred spirits, beloveds, so that we are not alone or only supported by a few through life. In just the last congregational year, we've had to steer our ship through unexpected and disruptive changes in our wider culture. Dreams went unrealized, and some of our worst fears were sometimes made all too real. Devastating fires caused terror and destruction and loss that was once unimaginable. This has been a congregational year perhaps like no other. And despite all of it, this community is spiritually alive. Just look around you. Look at those who join in this sanctuary, join with the ancestors who sit in the empty spaces, in those spaces that prepare for the generations that will follow each of us. We're flourishing, and we continue to meet the moment, day by day, week by week, month by month, with fierce love, gentle compassion, and open hearts that are unassailed and unafraid to mount a resistance to the forces in this world that threaten life and liberty as we continue to minister to each other and our wider community. I hope you will find inspiration in the many accomplishments of this congregational year, and you will feel pride in this community, in yourself, in each other, and a deepening gratitude for all the blessings of life which are ours to claim as members, leaders, volunteers, and friends of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Santa Monica. It is here on Sunday mornings, the revered hour honored for millennia, that we gather the Spirit and harvest the power, and our separate fires kindle one flame. Worship is the beating heart of our religious communities, where we uplift that which we hold in highest regard, beloved community, the quest for truth, the work of justice, acceptance, and understanding, the spirit of life, and the many values and sources of inspiration that nourish us. Our Sunday services this year have continued to comfort and encourage, remember and explore, catalyze and awaken. We continue to utilize theme-based ministry to build beloved community each month across the life of our congregation. We made the most changes to the liturgical structure of our services in many years to better suit our religious education programming and refine our weekly service offerings. We have a profound team of professional musicians, an exceptional choir, an extremely talented director of multi-generational religious education, a dedicated family ministry, a large and capable team of worship associates, a small but excellent tech team, and so many greeters, ushers, membership, and coffee team folk, in addition to those who work in communications and behind the scenes to create slides and publications and promotions and marketing for all that we do. Of course, I can't fail to mention our beloved consulting minister, the Reverend Dr. Kakanza Nuri Robbins. and all of those amazing guest leaders who have helped us to offer the 52 services of this year, from the High Holy Days and Dia de los Muertos to Christmas Eve and Flower Communion. If you've served in some capacity that has contributed to the worship life, to the amazing Sunday services of this congregation, please rise in body or in spirit and be recognized by our community. Thank you. We have so many ministries, committees, and programs of the congregation that are active and making a difference in our congregation and in our community. I could wish I could name them all, but that's why we have an annual report of the congregation that will hopefully capture more than what I have time to share this morning. Our pastoral care team continues to meet monthly to practice the skills of ministry and to attend to the needs of our community. They led the efforts to reach out to everyone in the community when the wildfires upended our lives, and they coordinated resources for our members and friends looking for temporary housing and resources. When rumors circulated of ICE threatening to raid the Samo High graduation, they were there at the doors offering their loving support to the graduating students. Our children and youth and family ministries have grown this year, and wonderful things are happening in the sanctuary and in the cottage and even during the week to support our vibrant multi-generational life and our commitments to radical inclusion. We've grown in the number of age-specific cohorts we're serving, and we've hosted many special events like the Climate Justice Revival, the Holiday Pageant, Soulful Sundowns, and a special art wall exhibit. Adult programs and religious education has likewise had fantastic offerings this year which engage hearts and minds in our mission of supporting personal and spiritual growth. Faith in Action and Peace and Social Justice have had us out in the streets more times and in greater numbers than any time since well before the pandemic. We've said, hands off, no kings, science is real, happy queer pride, and many other remarkable proclamations and many parades and marches this year. The Green Committee and our new animal ministry are helping us to live better into our commitments to live in harmony with nature and to care for all beings with whom we share our planet home. Our art wall celebrated its longtime leadership, and more leaders stepped forward to continue this ministry of beauty and inspiration. Our This Is the Moment stewardship campaign did a wonderful job of engaging us in our practice of generosity, even amidst the chaos in the financial markets being created by this new administration. We continue to have a free pulpit and the fundamental rights of religious belief and expression and protest and assembly because we don't rely on any government to support us, but sustain ourselves through our own giving. And we are deeply grateful for everyone's contributions, large or small, monetary or spirit. We've matched and exceeded our spirit-level grant, which helped us to staff for abundance in religious education. Now, if you've been involved in pastoral care, religious education, Faith in Action, Peace and Social Justice, Green or Animal Ministries, the Art Wall, or our stewardship team, please rise in body or spirit and be recognized by your beloved community. Our professional staff and our board of directors and leadership development and nominating committees continue to work diligently and faithfully to provide vision, leadership, and service to our beloved community. We welcomed our new Director of Multi-Generational Religious Education, Ten Have Place, and our new Congregational Administrator, Alfie Wilkerson, in this past year. And we celebrated the legacy and the well-deserved retirement of our longtime church administrator, Nurit Gordon. Sonder continues to lead our nationally known music program with Keon, Olivia, Thalia, David, and Ryan, and our amazing choir throughout this past year. Our office has been supported by Esther and Christina, and our building and grounds have been tended to with the loving care of Tom and Kevin. Our personnel, finance, and communications teams have worked closely with staff and leadership to share the ministry of this church. We expanded our board at our last congregational meeting to practice greater inclusion, and we've been well served by our members who manage the month-to-month business of the church with insight, skill, and grace. Thank you, Vilma, Norm, Rebecca, Barbara, Shauna, Trish, Audrey, Cassie, Linda, and Larry. Your leadership and service has been indispensable. Of course, I want to honor and celebrate our outgoing President, Eileen McCormick. Who I'm told is the first person in quite a long time to serve 3 consecutive terms as our congregational president. We are grateful for your love and commitment to this congregation, and I'm sorry if you, like me, have a lot more gray to dye. We know it isn't an easy job, and the rewards are few. We are also thankful to all of those who have stood for election in our community. Our Leadership Development and Nominating Committee has been extremely busy working with our board and membership team. They canvassed the whole congregation to nominate a slate of candidates for our ministerial search team and our board. I'd like to thank Eric and John and Heigo and Wendy and Robert for your leadership and all those who have stood for election or been elected at the special meeting of the congregation or may be elected shortly at the annual meeting following this service. Now, if you have served on our professional staff, on our board of directors, on the Leadership Development and Nominating Committee, the Personnel, Finance, or Communications teams, or stood for election to the Ministerial Search Committee or our Board of Directors in this past congregational year, please rise in body or spirit and be recognized by your beloved community. Thank you. We've made substantial progress towards realizing our developmental ministry goals, not only through the ongoing work of ministry of worship and pastoral care and congregational leadership, but through the work of our intersectional anti-racism and anti-oppression commission, the listening circles, the congregational policies task force, and the mission and vision refresh team. Of course, our developmental ministry goals touch upon most areas of congregational life, from institutionalizing stewardship to strengthening pastoral care systems. But these groups engaged us in some focused work throughout this year. If you've served on the IARAO, as a listening circle facilitator, on the policies task force, or on the mission and vision team this congregational year, please rise in body or spirit and be recognized by your beloved community. Thank you. I want to celebrate our many interfaith and community partners who we've worked with or supported this year. This was our first year living with our new neighbors and friends at the Santa Monica Synagogue. And I think it's been a rewarding relationship for all. We even got to build our first sukkah together for Sukkot in the autumn of last year. We also continue to play a leadership role in the Santa Monica Area Interfaith Council. and once again hosted the annual Yom HaShoah Holocaust Remembrance service here in our sanctuary with the interfaith community. In addition to serving as a vice president on the council, I've also continued to serve on behalf of the community on the ethics committee of the UCLA Medical Center. I won't say the name. We continue to organize with workers out on the streets with CLUE, Clergy and Laity United for Economic Justice. And we've supported the following organizations with our Sunday morning generosity: the United Nations Children's Fund, the West Side Food Pantry, the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Services, the United American Indian Involvement, the Rainforest Action Network, Camp de Benneville Pines, Homeboy Industries, and Advocates for Trans Equality, to name but a few. We're making a difference within these walls and out beyond our sanctuary, in the community, with our neighbors and our friends, in so many ways, and it is all possible because of you. Thank you. I will conclude, as I do each year, the reading of the names of those beloved members of this community, past and present, who died in this past congregational year. Alan Cranis, Tom Forsage, S.J. Guidati. Because they are remembered, they live, with roots holding us close and wings to set us free. Let us sail onwards towards parting clouds, with hope alive in our hearts. May the blessings of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Santa Monica be yours now and always. Amen, and blessed be.
Ooh, I'm so tall. All right, here we go. Wow, we have a lot to be thankful for. I mean, I'd almost ask all of you to stand now just to recognize all of us for being here. Whether you are a recipient or a giver, please. Thank you for being here, for being a part of this beloved community. You all have put in so much. Thank you. I have a few words to say about our offering today. So our offering goes to support the work of multiple groups in the church, like Faith in Action or the Social Justice Committees or RE or different things. In addition, half of our Sunday offering this month goes to Advocates for Trans Equality. In the face of unprecedented vitriol and legislative attacks on trans people around the country, A4TE policy experts, litigators, and community organizers work at all levels of government in rooms where they've long been ignored. As a trans-led nonprofit, they also help their community navigate the realities of law and policy through vital tools, knowledge, and services. Your donations support the organization's work to boldly and tirelessly lift up the needs of the trans community and ensure trans people have a real opportunity to participate and succeed in American life. We invite you to contribute whatever feels right for you. Ways to give will be on the slide behind me. All ways of receiving support are gratefully accepted. Cash and checks can be placed in the offertory bags that will be coming around in a moment. Thank you for all that you give monetarily and also through your time and care at the church and beyond. We have been very beyond this year, and I'm so proud of all of us. The ushers are invited to come forward. Thank you.
You can look to the stars in search of the answers. Look for God and life and distant planets. Have your faith in the ever after, while each of us hold inside a map in the labyrinth. And heaven's here on earth. We are the spirit, the collective conscience. We create the pain and the suffering and the beauty in this world. Heaven's here on earth. In our faith in humankind, in our respect for what is earthly, in our unfaltering belief in peace and love and understanding. I've seen it, met angels wearing the disguise of ordinary people, living ordinary lives filled with love and compassion, forgiveness and sacrifice. Heaven's in our hearts, in our faith in humankind, in our respect for what is earthly, in our unfaltering beliefs in peace and love and understanding. Look around, believe in what you see. The kingdom is at hand, the promised land is at your feet. We can and we will become what we aspire to be. If heaven's here on earth, if we have faith in humankind and respect for what is earthly, and an unfaltering belief that truth is divinity, and heaven's here on earth. I've seen spirits, I've met angels, I've touched creations, beautiful and wondrous. I've been places where I question all I think I know, but I believe this could be heaven here on earth. We are born inside the gates with the power to create life and to take it away. The world is a temple, the world is our church. Heaven's here on earth. If we have faith in humankind and respect for what is earthly, and an unfaltering belief in peace and love. If we have faith in humankind and respect for what is earthly, and an unfaltering belief receive the truth and love and understanding. This could be heaven here on earth.
Thank you. Please rise in body or in spirit for our closing hymn. This is Fire of Commitment, 1028 in your teal hymnals.
From the light of days remembered burns a beacon bright and clear, guiding hands and hearts and spirits into faith that free from fear. When the fire of commitment sets our minds and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then the promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the stories of our living rings a song both brave and free, calling pilgrims still to witness to the life of liberty. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin. From the dreams of youthful vision comes a new prophetic voice, which demands a deeper justice built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call us on our way, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, then our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
Your mind and soul ablaze, may you go forth into this day in peace. May you hold fast to that which is good, returning to no person evil for evil, but strengthening the faint of heart, supporting the weak, helping the afflicted. May you go forth into this day honoring all beings, being blessed and being a blessing. Amen.